So how do we partner together with our talents? And we have to say that 1 Corinthians 12, Romans 12 speaks very clearly that every single believer has a deposit of grace and is gifted in a unique way. And the church can only fully function, the body is only fully healthy when every single individual plays their part. And so we would ask you as an elder or as a church leader to devote the gifting that God has, not just to your local context, but within the 412 field. And when we talk about talents, not just your talents, but the talents of your people. You know, we want every church to grow into maturity and health in every area. And Paul writes to the churches, he says, I come and I long to add what is lacking. And some churches are lacking in certain areas that you have an abundance in. Maybe you've got a really talented worship team or an overabundance of talented preachers or evangelists. And there are other churches within the field that are screaming out for evangelists. And so we need to be open-handed with the gifts and the people that God has entrusted to us. So I would hope that you've experienced, if you're partnering with us already, that we've come with our best to come and build with your people, with your church. And we've brought our guys with us. It's not just a gift, but a team of guys. Often what we find is the most impactful thing as we visit churches isn't the amazing teaching from a platform or from a pulpit, but it's the impact of our saints spending time with each other and rubbing off each other and influencing each other. That's had the greatest impact on churches around the world. And I want to say this, guys, as much as we organize a lot of outreaches and many churches are used to receiving teams of guys, we also want to let you know that you're free to organize these things yourselves. Send your guys, speak to your friends around the world and even within the nation that you're in and say, we'd love to bring a team to come and be a blessing and help build with you. And who do we send? Well, in one sense, we like to send our best. Certainly when we're sending somebody to plant a church or whatever, we like to send our best. But send ordinary saints. Every believer is full of the Spirit of God, and every believer can make a difference. One of the most impactful things people say to us is, wow, we can't believe how all of your people get together and all of your people minister and all of your people prophesy. And that's part of the heart that we have within this 412 field, that every saint feels that they have a part to play. They don't have to rise to some certain level of maturity or giftedness before they can be used by God. So if somebody's willing, find a way to use them both within your local context and wider within the 412 field. And the wonderful news is this, that as you send your people on conferences, as you send your people on outreaches, not only will they be a blessing as they go, but when they come back to you, they will have grown and will blow wind into your sails and add to what God is doing to you locally. The best thing you can do to bring momentum to your local context is to send your people out. And hosting is an amazing privilege. I've had the privilege of being hosted by people incredibly well, and I've had the privilege of hosting people in my home. We make friends for life. And so that in itself helps to cement partnership as well. So these are the things we need to communicate to our saints as we partner together with our talents.